Welcome back to a new video here at Life with the Bridges. You are joining us on part 2 of our adventure around the Cotswolds. Coming up in this video, there's a new babe on camp. We get thrown around a lake at 50 kilometers an hour in this bad boy. We paddleboard on one of the UK's clearest lakes. Teddy commits his first crime and even has a true camping bath. And so much more, so stick around for another video here at Life with the Bridges. Good morning and welcome back to a new video here at Life with the Bridges. You are joining us on part 2 of our trip to the Cotswolds, away in a place called Witney, and the first 3-4 days has been absolutely lovely. It's been very slow paced. Picked a little activity a day and just kind of pottered, and it's been fantastic. With a bit of last night's sleepy dust still in my eyes, I thought I saw one of the Cotswolds Australian water sports team coming to introduce herself for a minute. But then I realised it was just my mother, in full bloom in holiday mode. With our caffeine fix sorted from our adequate mugs, we headed off to explore the famous grounds of Blenheim Palace, which are truly incredible. Whilst we were there, the palace itself was hosting the Icons of British Fashion exhibition, so it was super busy. But we were here to explore the grounds and what it had to offer, including all its furry and feathery friends. So we have come to a place called Blenheim Palace, which is incredible, but we just tried to drive into the main entrance and they wanted £28 per person because there's a big fashion event going on. So we've driven around the outside and found a public footpath in, and now we're being punished by a big hill. But we are in the grounds and hopefully there will be a waterfall at the end of it. This place houses the best waterfall near Witney where we're staying, so we are going to go and have a look for it. Go Teddy! So we are 6.5 kilometres in on our walk in search of this amazing waterfall, and we got to the stage where we could hear it but couldn't access it because of private property. So we went an extra 20 minutes round thinking that we were going to see the waterfall, just to find out they had another private property gate on the other side. So sadly we didn't get to see the waterfall, but we have decided whilst Teddy B naps, we're going to continue our walk into a local town, maybe stop off for a drink and just make sure he gets his good nap in, and then hopefully go home and start a day of water sports. With Teddy's batteries recharged, we arrive back on camp for another beautiful walk around the lake to take in the incredible scenery and all the wildlife that calls this amazing place home. You saw a rabbit?
Yeah. Did you have lots of bread? Yeah. You
Ted, have a thumbs up. With the sun setting over camp, it was time for Katie's parents to get behind the barbecue tonight, and they rustled up a beautiful Greek chicken flatbread, which was absolutely delightful, which put an end to another beautiful day's worth of exploring. Beautiful morning. Good morning.
Whoosh.
So we are up nice and early. We didn't quite manage to get some water sports in yesterday, just because we took too long actually exploring the other activities that we did yesterday. So we are potentially going to do some on Friday. But this morning we are off for a morning leg stretch with Willow and Teddy and Kate, the whole team. And then today we're heading into Oxford, which is apparently meant to be a really, really beautiful town. So we're going to head there with the whole family. Kate's mum and dad are off today. My parents are going to come with. So we've got the full squad going in today. So yeah, we should go and explore Oxford and see what that's like. Go, go!
There we go.
Boo!
I say.
This way! It was so lovely to merely just have time. As I've said before, time is an unknown denomination, but we said before coming on this trip that we didn't want to over-plan anything, as it would be nice not to have a plan. Just wake up each day and decide on the day and simply follow our feet. Having come across one of the wildflower meadows on our way back, we thought it would be amazing for Teddy to have a little play amongst all the flowers. I'll never forget a moment when we first arrived up at Great Ormond Street Hospital. I went out to grab us some lunch and I bought some flowers for Katie to try and brighten up our mood in the hospital room after the news we'd just received. To be told they weren't allowed in the hospital room and had to go in the bin because of the risk of infection from the pollen during treatment. Now look at him, playing amongst thousands of wildflowers with not a worry in the world. To any normal person looking in, this was just a cute picture of Teddy. But for us, this was more. This was another moment and memory of appreciation of how far we really have come. With a quick nappy change on the camping table, we were heading off to explore the city of Oxford. And it took me approximately 4 minutes and 37 seconds upon arrival to purchase my first bit of food from a Sri Lankan street food stall. The city of Oxford is known for its history and amazing architectural buildings, and also having one of the UK's best universities where all the brainy kids go. Maybe Teddy will go there one day. I mean, he can count to 20, knows the colours of the rainbow, and even knows the word fart. He's definitely on track to becoming a genius. To Oxford University you go, Teddy Bridge. It's also known for its canal boats you can take down the river, also known as punting. With 4 enthusiastic grandparents itching to punt their way through Oxford, they all boarded their boat on a voyage down the channel. With a dog, pram and a baby, it was unfortunately off the cards for us, so we carried on exploring Oxford on foot. We carried on admiring the architectural beauty that surrounds us, then found a lovely little pub by the river to have a quick drink whilst Teddy napped. Meanwhile, our punty grandparents were having a whale of a time.
Left hand.
Oh, lefty, lefty. Anyway, where were we? With a quick pit stop off at the oldest pub in Oxford to wet the punters' whistles, Teddy was awake from his nap and ready for the rest of the day. Did you have a nice nap? With Katie and I a bit citied out, we decided to head back into the comfort of the beautiful countryside for lunch. So we have left Oxford and we have come to a really nice classic country pub for a bit of lunch. With the weather taking a turn, we finished off our lunch and headed back to camp for some playtime in the awning. How many dummies have you got? 1, 2, 3. Which one's your favourite?
Green.
Green? Another lovely day, mate. We're going to go for bedtime. We're going to have some milky. High five. Love you millions.
Yes.
Can you do a thumbs up? Thankfully, with the weather still being miserable, it was my parents' turn to cook, whilst we sat in the comfort of the awning and admired from a distance. Good morning, today is Friday and we are 5 days into our trip. I can't believe it's gone so quickly. Willow's just about to go and murder a rabbit. Brilliant. The sun is shining this morning and today we are hopefully, potentially going to be doing water sports. And what I mean by water sports is they've got paddle boards, they've got kayaks, but they've also got these big American boats which you can water ski, go on little ringos, all these different things. So yeah, we think we're going to be doing that around in the afternoon. We're going to be heading to a big farm shop and garden centre which is famous around the local area this morning whilst we wait for the water sports to open. And then this evening, we're not sure what we're going to do, but look how calm this lake is this morning. It is beautiful. Hello!
Eggy.
You got your eggy? Do you have a nice sleep? With everyone awake on camp, it was time to head out to the farm shop to grab some dinner for tonight as it was our turn to cook. And this wasn't just your average farm shop, it also had a play park, a garden centre and an actual farm on site. But Teddy had other thoughts on his mind.
Okay, animal play. Goat.
So off we went, in search for a goat. This is a leek. What Teddy has in his nappy.
Broccoli. Sounded so bad. Broccoli.
Teddy, what's this? What are these, Teddy? This farm shop was incredible and we were spoilt for choice, but there was no time to admire for too long as we had a farm and park to go to.
Funny. Got it do. With some time in the park for Teddy, I couldn't resist myself to get some practice in on a digger, for once again the day I get to dig some holes in our very own homestead one day. Just realised that Teddy had picked up these little strawberry tweezers in the farm shop and we didn't realise, and so I'm walking all the way back to go and give this back and do the good deed of returning back a stolen good. I think my son's turned into a criminal, so I'm going to rectify his mistakes. Teddy! It's like our son had turned into the devil. He then cut up this poor lady with not a care in the world. Sorry. He then proceeded to make aggressive dinosaur noises at all the garden centre guests. I think it was time to get the cub out of here before he got himself arrested. So we are about to head off paddleboarding on the lake. Might not be able to do the ringos till a little bit later because they've got a lot going on with the water sports today, but we're going to start with paddleboarding and see how we get on. So are we going to fall in? That's the question. See you paddleboarding.
Wasted money on cures, forgot how to fix myself. They say that time is free, then why is it so precious? Oh, I'll save memories in my head, like Polaroids on walls. They remind you to look ahead. Time is running out.
With paddleboarding done, we got the go-ahead to be able to be thrown around a lake in 2 rubber dinghies. I mean, who wouldn't want to do that?
Here goes. We go. Wow. As if squealing like a little girl all the way around wasn't embarrassing enough, why I announced this, I don't know. Perfect time for a wee.
On that bombshell, we'll leave him in there and get back to dry land where Teddy was tucking into a nice glass of vino and a delicious snack.
What you got, Teddy? Nanny bought you a gingerbread man.
With Teddy having his midday treats, it was only fair to give our fur baby some too. According to Teddy, they were delicious as well. She even had a little puppy ice cream as well. With brunch done, it was time to go for a quick trip to the park for Teddy, but he was a little bit wobbly after all those vinos. After working up a sweat in the play park, it was time for a good old classic camping bath.
Off for our first camping bath.
We emptied the toys from Teddy's toy box and filled it up, and before you know it, we had a bath fit for a king.
Ted, this is proper camping.
Bath in the box.
Teddy, thumbs up for camping baths.
It was fair to say, Teddy's toy box camping bath was an absolute hit. All that splashing and straining brought on some wind. With the bath all done, it was time to head back to camp to get all cozy in his pyjamas ready for bed. With a ginger soy and garlic chicken stir fry on one barbecue and a teriyaki beef stir fry on the other, it was our turn to cook up a feast for the evening as the most beautiful sunset was happening before our eyes.
Hello.
Monster.
See you later. Here comes Granddad.
It is Saturday morning and my mum and stepdad are heading home today, so they're packing up. It is our last full day here and night, and then we leave tomorrow. And we have decided that we're going to pack ourselves up and walk from the campsite and follow our feet basically, and we think there's going to be a pub at the end, and so we've pre-driven the car all the way there. We can walk all the way there and then pick up the car and drive home after a couple of drinks because the weather's meant to be pretty nice today. A bit overcast at the minute, but should brighten up. But that is pretty much our plan for today really. So
one. Oh no.
Oh no. How many animals have you got, Ted?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Good boy. After a quick drink and snack for Teddy, it was back to the camp for us with a little sing-song on the way home for Teddy's favourite song. Right, Ted, you ready? Rah-rah. You are a noisy little lion. Rah-rah. You are louder than them all. And the cabby, hear me go. In the jingly jangly jungle, noisy lion roars. In the jingly jangly jungle, with my friends and yours. Tufty, Topsy, Crocky, ready. In the jingly jangly jungle noise. We decided to head over to the on-site restaurant for dinner as it was our last night, and with a quick bit of food and some dancing from Teddy, it was time for one last play on the slide before we put Teddy down for bed for the last time.
Yay! Come on, cheeky. You coming to get you? Come on, cheeky. Oh, you're safe back at the top of your slide. The monster waits at the bottom. Cheeky boy.
So that is us pretty much all done here camping at Hardwick Park in the Cotswolds. It has been one of the nicest trips we've been on. We have just tried so hard just to stay present with Teddy, and obviously had my parents here and also Kate's parents work here, so we've had a lot of people that surround us, which has been lovely just to kind of spend that family time. Tomorrow we get packed up early and head back to Bridge HQ to go back to normality. So that is a perfect time to end this video here. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, hit that notification bell so you get notified when we put up a new video. Huge thank you to all of our Bridge family members, and if you are interested, please click the button below here. It will take you to our membership page just to help us support the channel. And remember, live for today, as tomorrow is never promised. Ciao for now, chaps. See you in the next one.